Hey, how you doing? Okay, we're back outside. This is 24 hours later. No, 26 hours later. We're about 2:30 in the afternoon, I guess. The day after the big snow. I don't know. I mean, a couple inches, pretty much, near my apartment on the west side of Lubbock, Texas. Maybe a touch more. Officially at the airport, just under 2 inches, and then as you got down to the south side of Lubbock, 3.5 inches officially, so pretty good. Now here's how the roads look right now. There's my car, and this is some of the back roads. So we're looking at snow packed, but there's some bare patches, and the sun is out now. It's been out for not long, but it's starting to work on some of those bare patches. Even here in the park, I did drive to the park. Had some fun sliding around some corners. Pretty much very controlled. I took it easy, and certainly, anyway, I do know how to drive in snow at least a little bit. So there's that. I did have a little bit of fun. I didn't get crazy with it. But I wanted to come down to the park for a couple reasons. To give you an update and to show you what it looks like. Now, I was smart. I do have the Note 20 Ultra, and I brought the pin out this time, so I should be able to reverse the screen and that sort of thing. Now, the temperature, as of 2 o'clock, it's about 2:30 right now. The temperature was 10 degrees with a wind chill of -2, I believe. But there's not a lot of wind out here. And with the sun out, it actually doesn't feel bad at all, especially with all these clothes I have on. So let me flip the camera and let me show you what I really know, which is not just the park and how beautiful it looks, but you can see the bare spots because of the wind. But you see what's coming into view right now? That is the Playa Lake. Yeah, exactly. So it's frozen all the way over, except for there's a little patch of water right here. I don't want to get too close and scare the ducks away. And are there a couple Canada geese hanging out? No, the Canada geese are somewhere else. But there's some ducks here enjoying the only open stretch of water on this whole Playa Lake. Now, I do remember in the mid-90s when I lived here, we had a stretch of very cold weather, lasted about a week. Lows were in the single digits, highs were in the 20s, I believe, and the Playa Lakes did freeze. And there was one kid, if I remember the story right, there was a kid who fell through the ice because he was venturing out on it, and they've been putting out some very strong warnings not to go out on the ice for those who might be foolish enough to try. Of course, the ducks, they can handle it. Even if they fall through, they're good. They're just looking for some open water. So there's that. Now, pretty exciting times here in West Texas. Now, what's really a bummer, though, is we're having what they're calling rolling blackouts across the state. I mean, we had snow all the way down to Galveston Bay. Galveston Beach has snow on it. Snow and sleet down in the Rio Grande Valley, all the way down to Mexico. I think San Antonio picked up like 4 or 5 inches of snow. I haven't talked to my son yet in Austin, but I know they got snow in Dallas, Fort Worth. The kids, the grandkids, my daughter, I think, posted a video of them snowboarding in Dallas and Rockwall, Texas. So that's pretty fun. So that part's fun, but then the rolling blackouts, not so much. And the problem is it's turned into more than just rolling blackouts. Some people have been without power for hours, and that's gotten to be a really serious situation for especially, the elderly, people who have chronically ill kids. I've seen just numerous comments on Facebook about, hey man, this is not good for us. Vulnerable populations for sure. So please be praying for them and for that. And they're talking about power being out for a lot of people maybe until tomorrow. It's a couple of big problems why we're having power outages in Texas. The demand is so high with the record cold temperatures all the way down to the Rio Grande Valley. That's part of it. The other part of it is the state has been relying more and more on wind power. I think over 25% of the state's power comes from wind, and about half of those wind turbines are frozen. So they are not spinning even in yesterday's wind. So that's been one big problem. The other is high demand of natural gas. And so So the natural gas generation is down as a result as well because of the high demand. And so you combine all of that, and we've got these blackouts going on in the state, which is really rather dangerous, and why the governor declared a disaster area even before all this started. The whole state declared a disaster area even before all this started. So let me turn the camera around while you look at better scenery, and I can rest my arm a little better. So we just had the clouds lift. It's really pretty out. Wish we'd have had a little bit more snow though, but that's okay. We got down to 0 last night, and I did not go out to look, and I wish I had now, but some people were posting light pillars. I guess when the temperature gets below 0 or near 0, what happens is the ice crystals form hexagons or something. I believe that's right. And that causes those pillars to form, kind of like some of the sun pillar pictures I posted on Facebook in the past. So tonight we're supposed to get down to 7, so maybe I'll go check that out. Now the forecast gets interesting again. We're going to stay cold, although not as cold, and increasing clouds tonight with a chance of snow by tomorrow and tomorrow night, perhaps lingering into Wednesday. Storm looks like more of a threat for the panhandle, so 2 to 4 inches of snow to our north. This is a pretty picture. I'll just stand right here. 2 to 4 inches of snow to our north, and then here on the South Plains, they're saying a dusting up to 1 inch. So I'm hoping the storm comes a little bit further south. I would like to get in on that 2 to 4 inches for sure, cover all these bare spots back in, and enjoy what winter we have left. 50s by Friday, 60s Saturday, 70s next week. So this will all be just a memory to tell your grandkids. Although depending on if the planet is warming or cooling, even if it is warming, you still get Arctic outbreaks, but this one rivals the all-time record of 1895, just the extent and severity of it. So if the planet is cooling, which is possible, depending on who you believe, we could get more of these. I'm not saying, just saying. And you know, even on a regular winter, it does get cold here in Lubbock, Texas. Not so much the rest of the state necessarily, but sometimes. So enjoying the weather while we have it. I have the day off. Happy President's Day upon you, or as the National Weather Service, I guess, and the federal government calls it, Washington's birthday. So happy birthday, George, wherever you are. And what else? So back to work tomorrow, although LP&L, Lubbock Power and Light, is warning us that we may be getting some of those rolling blackouts here in Lubbock as well. So if I have power, I'll be at work tomorrow. If I don't, then I hope my phone stays charged. I'll be stuck on that. My Wi-Fi will be down, my computer will be down, and I'll be praying again for the vulnerable population. So that's the main thing, I guess. So there you have it. Live on tape, except it's not tape. From the Playa Lake at Higginbotham Park. Where are we? We're at 19th near Slide. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Happy President's Day upon you as well. And we'll talk soon. See ya.